Welcome back. So far we have solved 6 numerical examples on time domain specification with different variety. In today's lecture we will consider only 2 examples, but those will be totally application oriented in the control system. So let us start without losing the time. Now this is a system. See, in general what we can consider that this is the specific system where the feedback is given, and this can be some amplifying kind of gain, and this is the integrator. So this system is implemented in feedback, and what we have to do, we want its time response such that damping factor zeta is 0.7 and settling time for 2% band is 0.1 second. This is our requirement. It is a faster time settling time, so this might be the electrical or electronic system. So what we have to do here, first we have to resolve this. So while resolving this, it will be let us find y of s by r of s by block diagram reduction. So it will be this k1 will be there, and we have to solve this. So for solving this, it will be ten upon s plus 2 plus 10 k2 1 by 2s and then a unity feedback. Now these three in series, and then finally a feedback. So it is nothing but this will be this 10 and 1 by 2s will give me 5, so it will be 5k1 divided by this s will get multiplied with this, so s square plus 2 plus 10k2 s, and then unity feedback. And then we will get this as y of s by r of s. Upon solving this will be 5k1 divided by s square plus 2 plus 10k2 s plus 5k1, and this gives me clearly that 5k1 is omega n square and 2 plus 10k2 is 2 zeta omega n. So what is given? Ts is given. So we have Ts, and that is in 2% settling band. So 4 upon zeta omega n, that is 0.1. And this gives me omega n is equal to 4 divided by 0.1 zeta. So zeta is 0.7, so 0.07, and that gives me omega n equal to 57.1429 radian per second. So omega n is obtained, and what I have said here is K1 is equal to, or 5K1 is equal to omega n square. So K1 is equal to omega n square by 5. That is 57.1429 square divided by 5, which is equal to 653.06. Now also we have 2 zeta omega n. This one is equal to 2 plus 10 K2. So zeta omega n is equal to 1 plus 5 K2, and that means K2 is equal to zeta omega n minus 1 whole divided by 5. So zeta is 0.7 into omega n is 57.1429 minus 1 is 39 divided by 5. So it is coming 7.8. So if we put K2 equal to 7.8 here and K1 equal to 653.06 here, the gain of amplifier is this and gain of feedback block is 7.8. If we put this, then the overall response will result in a second order underdamped kind of nature with zeta equal to 0.7 and settling time with 2% band is 0.1 second. We will solve one more example of this type to have better insight, and in this what is given, a negative feedback system with open loop transfer function GS is given, open loop, and feedback is also given. So this kind of feedback is called as tachometric feedback. 1 plus K2S is called as tachometric derivative feedback. And for this let us solve this. So here what is given, G of S is equal to K1 upon S into S plus 1, and H of S, this is a tachometric derivative feedback, K2S. And what is required, again a second order response we want with peak time is equal to 2 seconds and zeta equal to 0.6. So zeta is directly given. So let us first find out closed loop transfer function. GCL of S will be equal to G of S upon 1 plus GSHS, and that is equal to K1 upon S into S plus 1 divided by 1 plus K1 into 1 plus K2S divided by S into S plus 1, and that will be K1 upon, this will be S square plus S square plus S plus K1 K2S plus K1, and that means what I get, so omega n square is equal to K1 and 2 zeta omega n, if S is taken common, it is 1 plus K1 K2. Very simple. This is done, and now we have already given TP. So what we have? We have TP is equal to pi by omega d, we will write as 1 omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square, and that means zeta is given but omega n is not given, so we will find out omega n here. So omega n is equal to pi by TP. What is TP? TP is 2 into under root 1 minus zeta is 0.6, so 0.6 square. So it is nothing but 1.9635. radian per second. So omega n is given Zeta is also omega is obtained, zeta is also obtained. Let us find out K1. So K1 is equal to omega n square, that is 1.9635 square, that is equal to 3.8553. And then we have 2 into zeta omega n equal to 1 plus K1 K2. Also 1 plus K1 K2 is equal to 2 zeta omega n into 2 into 0.6 into 3.8553 equal to, that is 4.6264, and that means K2 is equal to this minus 1 by K1. So 3.6264 divided by 3.8553. So K2 is equal to 3.6264 divided by 3.8553. So it is coming K2 equal to 0.94. So we have 1 plus K1 K2 equal to 2 into zeta is 0.6 into omega n is 1.9635, and hence K2 is equal to 2 into 0.6 into 1.9635, that is equal to 2.23562 minus 1, so 1.3562 divided by 3.8553, 0.3517 is the answer, 0.3518. So here we have committed a mistake. What we did here, instead of omega n, we put here omega n square. So please avoid this kind of mistakes. Also it is asked to find out TR, TS and TMP. So TS is 4 upon zeta omega n, that is zeta is 0.6, omega n is 1.9635 to 4. So TS is coming 3.3953. Then next is what? MP. MP is equal to e raised to minus pi zeta upon under root 1 minus zeta square. So substitute here zeta equal to 0.6 and you will get it as 9.48%. And last one is TR. TR is pi minus theta by omega d. So that is pi minus cos inverse 0.6 divided by omega d is omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square, or TP is given pi by 2. It's pi by 2. So what is pi by 2? .5708, and that is equal to it's 1.4097. So everything is done. So this kind of design problems also can be formulated and solved very easily. So we have covered the time domain specifications of second order system in detail. from the next lecture we will start the steady state analysis. Thank you.